Hello everybody, so today, you can already tell what we're doing. We're doing a Godzilla design tier list. So, let's just get straight into this one. I will start at the beginning, and then just work our way down, and go from there. So, got the original here. It's an easy S tier. It's menacing. It's well-crafted suit, and I mean, it's a great foundation that was laid down for the Godzilla design. As for the next one, well, I do think very highly of this movie on Like I Was Due. I do agree that the suit is not the greatest. He looks very goofy and a large step down from the original. I think he's like a C tier suit. Next, King Goji. This is how you do a goofy suit correctly. He's up there for one of my favorite Godzilla suits of all time. I'd actually put him above the original. I love the lizard aspects that come into the suit, and he looks more animalistic, and I like that in a Godzilla suit. So next we have the Mosuguri suit, which is one of my favorite suits of all time. Another easy S tier for me, and I think that does it for S tier for the Showa era. Next up, this is the Daisenso Goji suit. I believe I said that right. The one that's like Astro Monster, Ebra, yeah, just those two. And it's a decent suit, but it it looks like a worse version of 64. It's like if they took all the good stuff away from 64, and then that leaves a very broken, just not as good suit. It's like they tried to make 64 and made him like child friendly, no longer scary, and I think that's what they were going maybe for the suit. And it just doesn't work in my opinion. Next up, one of the worst suits, probably the worst Godzilla suit of all time. It's just very bad. Like, I guess they were trying to make him look like a dad. I just don't even think that works here. Like, he looks stupid, very goofy looking, and it just doesn't work for Godzilla suits. These next two, though, both A tier. I think they're both even for me. There's some noticeable differences, but they like have the same kind of vibe to them, and I think both suits work extremely well. I wouldn't say they're as good as the ones in S tier, but I think they're real close. I think they're good top of A tier suits. Next, you've got the Marvel Comics Godzilla, and it just doesn't look like Godzilla in my opinion, so he's also just going to be falling into D tier. Hanna-Barbera, I do think does that like animated style better, but not by a whole lot. I put it above. Honestly, I put it above those two. I think that's a good place for him. 84. This is a hard suit to judge because there's some certain angles this suit looks incredible and is like S tier level of a suit, and then other times you see him and he just looks rough, like very goofy looking, stupid almost, and that hurts the suit in a way. So I think we'll put him around in the middle, maybe B tier. Luckily, the Heisei era would go on to perfect him with amazing suits throughout the rest of the era. Which, speaking of amazing suits, next up, we've got Bio Goji, which I would say is top of A tier. Such a great suit. Now that I'm looking at this, where are we? Are we missing Ghidorah? We are. Because I don't think they're different suits. Oh well. Oh, we'll put that one there. And if Ghidorah was in this one, I'd throw Ghidorah in the 91. I'd throw him in S tier. Continuing on, we've got the one from Godzilla vs. Mothra: Battle for Earth. I think it's a slightly worse version of 91 suit. It goes right there. Goji fixes everything about Betogoji. Batogoji? Not sure how you pronounce that one either. And I think it fixes it, all the like slight issues that one had. And this is a perfect Heisei Godzilla suit. Like, whenever I think of Heisei era, I think of this one and I think of 91. Both those suits are just incredible. Honestly, I'd put him right there. Actually, there we go. Mogagoji, I would say, is worse. He's like heavier looking, and I just don't like that. He doesn't look as tough as Goji does either, and so I think it falls behind Byagoji here on this list. Next up, Desugoji. Easy top of the line. He's an incredible suit. They really just knocked it out of the park with that suit. All the orange effects. It's incredible that they were able to make something that good back in the 90s. Like, I think that it just shows how incredible the people that work on these Godzilla movies are and how hard they work, because there's no way that I would know how to put that together, like, or any of us. And they were just casually making it back in the 90s like it was nothing. Technology was not what it is today. So, major respect to these guys for putting that together. Next up, TriStar. Let's do that. It's just not a good suit. Like, it's a bad Godzilla design. He looks so amphibian, and like, yes, so does like 62 looks amphibian, but they keep the Godzilla design still. Like, he still looks like Godzilla, whereas this one just looks like a lizard. Like, it looks like literally just a lizard with some spikes sticking out of him, and mixed with like a velociraptor, and that definitely hurts the suit. Makes it hard to make him feel like Godzilla, especially when you take the fire breath away. It was just a crime against Godzilla. But they fix all those issues with this suit. It's far, far better. I'll put it at the top of B. I actually very much like this suit. And I think it's interesting that they made those changes, like going into the TV show, which is far better than the movie as well. I think if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. Alright, next, we've got Meyer Goji, which is another great suit. I think that it's better in 2000 than it is in 2001. I think or I guess, better in 1999 than 2000, because in Megaguirus, he kind of turns, like, green almost, and I think that takes away from the suit. I like it with the darker black. I think the purple spikes pop more on him. So, this suit is like, yeah, I think he's there for me. And actually, I'm going to move King Goji down. I'm sitting here looking at them. Next up, it's my favorite Godzilla suit. GMK, favorite movie, favorite suit. I will forever love this design. I have the Spiral Studio Godzilla 2001, which I'm thinking of doing a review on here in the coming months. Just to get some appreciation for such a beautiful design and figure that Spiral Studio put out, because it is truly beautiful. And it depicts every aspect of this figure, or of this suit. I love the white eyes and the head shape. It's all so ferocious and terrifying, and that adds to the movie. Like, whenever a Godzilla suit is so good that it's adding to the movie, you know that you've done something right. And GMK, Desu, Mosu, and even, I'd say, Rado, and Shodai all do that so well, and adding to the emotions of Godzilla and the movie itself. So next, we got Kuryugoji, which is once again a very strong suit. I'd put it top of A. I don't think it's as good as Myragoji. And I like the silver spikes, but it's not as good as purple. I'm a big fan of the color purple, so that is probably a big reason why. And then like the scar also adds character to it. I think the 2003 one is much better than 2002. Just that scar really does change the figure, or not, sorry, the suit. And I guess I just, I think top of A is a good place to put it. Final Goji. I can't decide with him. I might actually skip this one and come back. I like everything but the face, strangely enough. The ears and the, like, you can see it in the picture here. What the? Hello, Subway. Anyways, the Final Goji is plain mouth, like just, it's very derpy, and the ears. It's, I guess I'd put him like top of B. I think that's right. And then we have the okay. Subway, please. Come on, dude. Is it the always? I don't remember the name of this. Always like sunny on something street or whatever. It's an alright suit or alright design. It's nothing great. It is the foundation of what would be -1 and the ride. And it does remind me of GMK in a way, but it definitely does not execute GMK in the way that we would hope for. I would say that it probably goes about here on this list. 2014 Legendary. It's an alright starting place for a suit, but it definitely, or for a design, but it definitely does not like hold a torch to any of these. The spikes are too small. There's nothing that makes him stand out, and that's why I love King of the Monsters, because King of the Monsters changes that and does an amazing job of making him stand out. So next we got Shin Godzilla designs. This one's so stupid, and I think that it's what keeps him out of D tier, along with with this guy. Just watching him crawl around on the ground and watching the blood come out everywhere. Something about that is just funny to me in the eyes. It's I actually think that it works better on this suit than it does the other one. This one is now on both feet, trying to look serious almost, but it just fails to look serious. And I think if they should have made those eyes a little smaller, and that may have helped the suit. Which actually, I'm gonna move that there, yeah, and put this here. And then you've got the 4th stage Shin Godzilla. So much better design. It definitely deserves to be an S tier, probably at the bottom for me at least. It's just very, like, I don't know. I think the teeth and skin kind of takes it away for me. But other than that, it's a great suit. I wish that I could bump it up more, but for me, I just cannot. And then Anigoji, I think that's a good place to put him. king of the monsters. Does everything from 2014 and just makes it so much better. It's one of my favorite suits of all time. So menacing, and the glowing blue that just, it's like, if there was a Godzilla that's aura, it's this one. Like, this Godzilla just emits aura, and I think that there like isn't a better design for MonsterVerse Godzilla. Snow Godzilla, it's a throwback to Heisei. I think right there's a good spot for him. A lot of white on it, which just doesn't work for Godzilla in my opinion. Next up, we've got all the forms of singular point Godzilla. My favorite of the three is Terrestrius, which I'd probably put here. Amphibia is my least favorite one. Put there, and then come on, there we go. Actually, I'm gonna bump that one up there. That looks, no, there we go. That looks better. And then Ultima is an amazing design. I want the X Plus of this guy so badly. He's so menacing. We'll do that actually. Yeah, we'll do that. Next up, Gemstone Godzilla. Once again, another great design. Let's do this. Sorry for the adjusting. Now that I have more of these up here, this is starting to make more sense to me. -1, another S tier design, right behind Shin Godzilla probably. And last but not least, the pink Godzilla, the Barbie Oppenheimer or Barbenheimer Godzilla right here. I can't decide if I like him or not. Still, figuring that out. I think that's a good place for him for now. He may move up or down the list eventually, but for now we're gonna leave him there. That is my tier list of all the Godzilla designs. I'm hoping to keep up a pretty consistent schedule here and of uploading. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.